I call it the Grandparent Test. It's not what you think it is. Finding myself more and more talking with kids and teachers about ethical and responsible use of social media. That's a mouthful. Turns out that the ways in which some people are using social media maybe isn't really putting their best foot forward. It's easy to bash your school, your teachers, other people online because you feel mediated by the screen that you can pretty much say what you want. So for example, if you take away a teenager's cell phone, it's not really a device you're taking away from them. It's people. That's who's on the other side of those screens. It's awfully easy to create a hashtag on Twitter or a post on Facebook that people come to talk about where we bash people in our school or in our community. You know that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? Not so true. I remember the mean things people said to me when I was a kid growing up. I remember that stuff way better than I remember the times I got into a scrap. I don't even remember who it was that hit me in the arm. Have you heard the story of the Cisco fatty? Someone who ruined a career with one tweet? Look it up online if you haven't heard of it. It's all there. That story is an example of what Michael Wesch describes as context collapse. The belief that the people with whom I'm sharing something, the people that I'm tweeting at, just my local group of followers or people who I'm connected with online, are the only ones who are going to see it. But on the internet, that's not true. It's a really public place. So more and more kids are posting stuff on Instagram and Twitter and other online spaces that, well, never mind you're not wanting your parents or your grandparents to see it. That's not what I mean by the grandparent test. It's not about your grandparents or your parents. What you're missing in that equation is your future self, because the internet's got a really long memory. What about when you're a parent and your kids find your stuff online and they come to ask you about it? Is that going to be a comfortable conversation? Better yet, try to imagine what it's like when you're a grandparent and your grandkids find your stuff and they come to ask you about the stuff they find. Is that going to be a comfortable conversation? If you think it will be, it's probably a good idea to publish it.